his name, or Cy, as he would like to be known. And what he talks about will not be on the quiz, so don't worry about learning and memorising what does he say to you. But it will be interesting for you to listen to him. Simon was a student in this class last year in 2015 in semester 1, and was an enthusiastic attender of the subject and really got the subject well. Like, he really understood what was this topic of communication for scientists about. And he has a passion in this area, and indeed that's his goal, to become a professional within the field of science communication, and of course it links very closely with education in the science area. So I spoke to Simon a couple of weeks ago, and Edgar and I both thought it would be fabulous if he could give you a talk. So he used to be sitting in the Over Here With You part just a year ago, and today he's out here. So Simon, do you want to have a bit of a chat?
Sure.
Before he takes off, I'm sorry, if we don't get through all the material, because I'm going to give him quite a few minutes, of course, of the lecture, don't worry, we'll go through it in the next class. So don't worry, the material that's on the Blackboard website we will go through. I'll just have to bunch up a little bit of other information, so you'll all be ready for the quiz no matter what. Okay, so you won't be disadvantaged by having a slightly short class today. Thanks, Simon.
Thank you, Linda. So just quickly, before I start, I'd like to invite you all to take out your phones. I think Linda has asked you before if you have...
Everybody's got one of these, haven't they? You told me you did. Well, nobody said you didn't.
Take them out. Feel free to record. Post it on Facebook. Tag me. That'd be great, because like Linda was saying, I was just here, just last year, so this is new and exciting and nerve-wracking, and all the emotions and all the feelings for me. And if anyone's keen to record, that'd be great. I've got a camera also, a spare camera, 2 cameras, so that one and another one. If anyone would like to use that to record me, let me know. Can you pass this around as well, please? Have a smell. This is my favourite soap, and it's really nice. And I'll explain why I'm passing this delicious smelling soap around in a minute. Would anyone like to use this camera? Any volunteers? Anyone keen?
Just to take a photo. Remember to... there you go, we've got a taker. Yeah. So remember, you're going to be doing some recording, video recording and audio recording when you get onto your blog site later on in the semester. But here's a good chance to get a bit of tips up front.
Oh, yeah, it stops recording.
So get your phone out and get it on record if you want to have a go at doing this.
Yeah. Good luck. It's really shaky. It's really. I've got some videos on YouTube. If you guys, I'll let you know. Anyway, so welcome firstly to your science communication lecture. It's a good sign. It's not all of you are here. Only the keynotes, I guess, are here. But it's. I guess they're missing out. The people that aren't here. You know, it's a bit of a shame. I'd like to say firstly thank you for listening to me today, and also thanks to Linda for inviting me here to speak. Thank the local Aboriginal elders as well for sharing the land with me, and I'd really like to thank my parents, my mom and dad, and the academy for just mentoring me. No, I'm sorry, I'm just practicing my speech for when I win. Yeah, like Linda was saying, I was in the seat where you are last year, and you know, I feel like a little bit of an imposter up here. Has anyone heard of the imposter syndrome? You know, when you don't feel like you're supposed to be, you know, doing what you're doing.
Frequently.
Yeah. So, like I was saying before, it's nerve-wracking up here, and talking to a bunch of strangers. Well, your face is familiar. I've seen you around before. Yeah, there's a whole lot of emotions going on inside. Feelings excited and nervous, and I want to share with you a little bit of personal information. Actually, before I do that, is anyone here a teacher? Has anyone taught anything? Anyone anything? before? Sort of?
Tutor.
Tutor? Yeah.
That's a teacher.
That's a teacher. Because, how's that soap smelling going?
I'm keen to smell it too.
Yeah, it's delicious. It's, I won't spoil it. So, you may have heard of the saying that it's not what you teach that they remember. Do you know this one, Linda? It's not what they teach, not what you teach that they remember, but it's how you make them feel. Does that sound familiar?
Yep.
Yeah? And this may not come as a surprise to you, but it's less about the words that you say and more about the connection that you have with the audience. So that connection that we have already is that I used to be sitting here with you and just hanging out and taking notes and just trying to get through the lecture and hating the mature ages that were asking lots of questions. And I guess what I'm about to share with you is this personal information to get a bit of a deeper connection. And I hope that it will inspire you to share a little bit of personal information with me and us and each other so that we can all start building a bit of connection. So I was so nervous this morning that I put on my Superman underpants to help me feel confident about coming and talk to you guys today. I'm not going to show you. That's too far. So if anyone would like to share any personal information, something that you can connect and with other people here, are there any volunteers that would like to shout out something right now? No? Too nervous? Too weird? All right, we'll work on it. I'm also a karate instructor, so I won't punch anyone, but I will get you guys to interact with each other by the end of my talk, hopefully. So there's a stereotype that scientists are weak communicators who poorly sort of promote their own research, right? And to combat this, we are taught that we have to diversify our writing and aim it to a specific audience. So the 5 stakeholders, right? Can anyone tell me what the 5 stakeholders are? Who they are?
Sure.
Scientist.
Scientists, good. There's one.
Policymaker.
Wait, let someone else. Anyone else? Entrepreneur? Or funding, yeah?
Investor.
Yeah, investors? Politicians? Someone else? Come on, mustache man. Journalists. Thank you. And are we up to number 5?
I've got one more to go.
Educator.
Educator.
Nice. That's 4. Was that 4 or 5? Good. Well done. Pop quiz, huh? So the goal of science communication is not just to gain funding and reputation and get published, but it's actually to inform people, inspire productive discourse in the community, and if necessary, change behaviour. For environmental scientists, you might be fairly aware of climate change, the current discourse, and the need and the lack and the need for education and communication, yeah? I'm sure you guys. So, let me tell you a quick story about the most important piece of information that I received as a student. It was when I started uni. It was one of my first days in 2010 at University of Canberra, and it was at an introductory lecture. And actually the lady was an environmental scientist, like me, and her name was Imogen Moore, which is a coincidence because my name is Simon Moore. We're not related. And she got up and just said one thing that really hit home for me. It was make friends. We were forced to talk to each other. We were forced to make friends. She then gave us a little while to to talk to our neighbours, encouraged us to ask questions, get involved, engage. In fact, it's something I feel so passionate about that I actually made a video on it and a couple of years ago, put it on YouTube, shared it in the Facebook pages. In Swinburne there's a biochem and chemistry one, there's a student union page, there's the stalker space, but that's just a lot of crap most of the time. And there's the there's an Enviro one, Sustainability Collective. I don't think it's very active at the moment. So I also, this is the lead up to this video, I also sent an email out to all the enviroscience students through our convening. And there's something like 40 of us at the time. Only one replied. And she was an international student and she was heading home and we never actually met up. And out of my 3 years I was here, I only met a handful of enviroscientists. And I'm ashamed, I'm embarrassed about that. I think I really wanted to get more connections, because if I'm out in the workforce and meet a work colleague or an employer even who said, yeah, I was at Swinburne. I was like, oh, I was at Swinburne. When did you graduate? Same year. And I didn't even know that person. I'd be embarrassed about that, I think, personally, because it's really important to get these connections and to help each other. When you make friends, you can help each other. You can ask each other questions. You don't have to pester tutors or lecturers or HQ who, you know, are struggling at the best of times, right? So that was the most important piece of advice, and that's what I thought I'd share with you guys today. The soap that I've passed around, have you, has everyone had it? Do you want to pass it back? Has everyone had it up the back there? It's kind of like really, does everyone smell it?
I admitted that I think I'm using it at the moment.
Really?
Yes, exactly that one.
Me too.
It's a huge cake as well, I reflect that.
That's like a memory trigger. I know Linda said that you won't be tested on this and you don't have to memorize it, but that is going to help you remember the stuff. When you maybe come across that smell again, you smell Linda's soapy scent one day and you're like, hey, that's right, that guy was saying make friends. It's all about the connections. Because, just on a tangent, back to teachers, do you remember the best teacher that was there for you, that maybe inspired you or helped you? You don't really remember what they were saying, but you remember how they made you feel, right? It's all about the feelings and that connection that you had with that teacher. That's where I'm going with this. If you engage, if you make an effort, if you get excited and passionate, start thinking about your topic for your final assignment, and you actually care about what you're doing, you're going to get more back from it, you know? You're going to have a more fulfilling time here at uni. You're going to have more people that you can talk with, a bigger network. You're going to get better grades from engaging and actually giving a damn. And that applies to the rest of your career and opportunities and being invited to come and talk to lectures just because you care, you know? So, I want to get you all up here with your phones. Facebook. Has everyone got Facebook? Is there anyone that doesn't have Facebook? 1, 2, 3. Maybe we can, do you have Twitter, you guys?
Do you have any community?
Any social media? LinkedIn?
Line.
What's that?
It's like a Korean program.
Oh wow.
This session.
I'm not on Korean social media, sorry. We will think about those if you're missing something, but get your Twitter out, get your phone out. I want everyone up and down the front, please, with your phones out. Come on.
Yeah.
Promise I won't punch you. Thank you, you can stop. I want 2 straight lines. Very karate.
Down.
Come on, yeah, come down. I want, how are we going to do this? Maybe a circle around, we'll make a circle around here, sort of facing each other. Yeah, so bring in the circle in here.
And around here like this too.
Yep. Come on, bring it down.
Down the
bring
front,
it down.
down the
In fact,
front.
just don't worry about lines or a circle. Just come down here, everyone. Everyone got their phones out? Everyone got their Facebook out?
Hang on.
Okay, actually, I've got an idea. If you are, for some reason, legally protecting your identity, you know, due to sensitive issues, I'm not going to force you to do this. If you also don't have the appropriate social media, Australian or American or whatever the other ones are, then there's no pressure. Just talk to someone. Just meet someone new if you are in that category. Otherwise, phones out. Let's all do rounds. Let's make sure we get, how many of us here? 20?
About 27, I think I counted.
Let's get 20 new friends on Facebook, okay? Do you want me to like really hold your hands, or are we just ready to go? You got me. Good job. Oh, look at this. It's me. All right. Go. Talk. Get amongst it.
We
should talk on that here.
That's the way. Go ahead.
It's Samuel. We ended up using the
Samuel.
It's just like
That's me. Good job, man. I will. Just like grab someone else.
SI.
Yep. Oh, it's me.
Yeah, that's all.
Good one. Thanks, man.
Can't call me Jack.
Thanks, Jack.
Good job.
Yeah, you bet. Yeah, I've been since first came out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, within a month.
Oh, wow.
No, I've been 2000. Yeah, within a real short time. Twitter, I'm on all of it. I have a big Twitter account.
Write this out and I can read it word for
Sorry. Let's start wrapping this up.
here.
Thank you. If you are finished meeting people, please head back to your seats. Thank you.
Enough meeting for one day.
You got the soap? Good one. Did everyone smell the soap? You have to introduce yourself to each other if you're smelling the soap. So good. Step.
That's a close connection, sniffing together.
So I'm going to hang around after through the lecture, and I'll be around after the lecture if anyone wants to hang out, or go for a coffee, or ask me something. Sorry?
Your shout.
No, yours.
No, I'm not employed. I'm still.
I'll subscribe to your YouTube.
Yeah, I'll give you a hug. Thanks, guys.